The 2022 Mercedes-Benz G-Class 4x4 squared. I really want to think up a grand entrance because this SUV deserves one. I have so much trust in myself that when I am done telling you about this car, you won't doubt my judgment of it being a grand car. Before I get carried away, let me tell you about a trick I have learned about the names of cars. They have the great tendency of telling you about the car or what to expect. For example, this car has class in its name, and if that isn't right, the car oozes class. It has a unique design and can never go unnoticed. I mean, you can say it is always standing tall wherever it is. Plus, the 4x4 squared got you thinking 16 or 256 because you are great with mathematics, but it isn't that deep. It's just telling you that the car is squared in shape. You probably have questions of how I knew another version of the G-Class was coming in 2022. I mean, that is a valid question because I am no seer. Well, let's just say I move with the right people, or I have plugins with the right set of people. Those people have informed me, maybe not personally, but we don't care, right? Right. So, they have informed me that they saw a version of the car being tested, and really, that's a bell for we should be getting ready for a new version of the car. Excited, right? I feel you should chill because I'm sure I will be pumping your joy gland when I'm done telling you all this car has to offer. Follow me. Okay, before you follow me, I was going to ask what a bear without ears would be called. Well, it would just be called a What? Are you expecting? More? There's nothing more, actually. It is just a bee. Generally, we all know Mercedes-Benz. Anyone who doesn't? I don't have words. So we all know Mercedes-Benz, and they have continued to maintain a standard of trust by making great cars. Cars always evolved, and it is not surprising that in 2015, the company decided to do more by making off-road vehicles like the G-Class, an SUV. When you hear off-road, think of cars that can drive off the usual roads. I heard something. You want to know what? I heard the model was originally designed for military use, but with a civilian touch. You must agree with me that this is right. Talking about the military, which of its arms accepts kids? The infantry. The car had its first show at the Geneva Motor Show. If you are a car person, you should know about this automobile show. It is more like a fashion parade for cars. And considering how beautiful cars are, I don't mind at all. I know you really want to know what to expect in 2022, but this won't be possible without checking out the present specifications the model has and what is likely to be improved in the 2022 model. Also, car testing doesn't really leave one with a lot of choices with what to expect, but we are sure whatever version would be released would always be an upgrade of the existing version. The first thing I would tell you about the 2022 model, though, is that be ready to break the bank. You should have nothing less than $250,000. You know why? I don't think it is nothing else than the fact that the G-Class is in a class of its own, and to be an owner, your account must be breathing really fine. You might decide not to break the bank. You might just work towards saving up. Either way, just end up with the car if you love it. So, about the models that have been made and what they came with. Let's start with colors. The car has always been made in various colors you can choose from. Tell me, is your best color black or white? You get to have it. But giving you more options, what do you think about having a blue, brown, red, gray, green, or metallic silver car? Amazing, right? Yes, this car gives you that abundance of choice. Personally, I don't mind having a red one to myself. Thoughts of my pay just crossed my mind. I will pass with the red request, please. Perchance you know that the wife of a hippie has a name, yeah? Definitely Mississippi. You get it? Mrs. Hippie as in Mrs. Hippie. Oh, I can never get tired of this. All right, back to colors. The choice of colors isn't limited to the exterior design. The inner seats are designed with colors you can make choices from. Tell me about having full satisfaction just by looking at your car. This is already enough to choose from for the new model, but who knows? Choice never gets exhausted, and car manufacturers never stop upping their game. Oh, I saw that we could be getting an orange version. A tip. Yes, I want to tip you. Basically, I want to add colors to your online shopping by telling you about Honey. The company is here to ensure coupons are automatically applied to your goods. With Honey, you even have access to promotional codes and even earn points that are redeemable in form of gift cards whenever you shop. Fabulous, isn't it? Kindly use the link in the description. Okay, I have an honest question to ask you. Do I make you laugh? I mean, I told my friends I wanted to become a comedian, and they all burst out laughing. That was all the energy I needed. I don't mind that all my attempts to make them laugh afterwards didn't get them laughing. Let me make an attempt at making you laugh, though. What form of training do you think trash collectors go through? I mean, they are important to our environment. Nothing is coming to your mind? Well, that's because there's no training for them, as they just pick things up as they go along. That's some personal training stuff. About G-Class. What should we talk about next? About G-Class. What should we talk about next? I pick the drivetrain. Which do you think it is? Rear wheel, all-wheel, or front-wheel drivetrain? Tell me you took a wild guess and picked all-wheel drive car, because then your guess game will be accurate. As I was saying, the model has an all-wheel drivetrain. The effect is that power is transferred to the wheels of the car, and the wheels would easily come through with getting you out of difficult road conditions that could almost take driving control from you. This doesn't mean cars with a different drivetrain are bad, but always know where you are likely to be taking your car, and be sure the drivetrain is always greatly suited for the road or off-road condition. There's nothing bad about an all-wheel drivetrain for the new SUV, and since this is the best for an off-road car like the G-Class, I believe this would be retained in the 2022 model. Not bad, yeah? My mind keeps telling me you want to tip me because of the huge tip I gave you about Honey. However, you don't know how to do that, and my mind, it rarely deceives me. I can help out with that confusion, just like this video. Comment, subscribe, and be sure to press the bell icon so you can always get notifications when we drop any of our great videos. I would really love you to do all of those because it would make me super happy after what happened to me during the weekend. I was out with friends on a field and suddenly saw that the ball was getting bigger. I started wondering why and didn't figure it out till it hit me. I was a double hit. Let's move on and talk about the space or the capacity of the car. When I saw pictures of this model, all my head screamed was comfort. I mean, this car is spacious. This isn't even about the seat capacity, which is 5. It is about the car leaving enough room for the body when you are in it. It also has the capacity to take in a lot of things. Space is never a concern to entertain with this model. Never. Other things it has that would interest you are larger wheels and wider tracks. These features make the car distinctive, and the car cited during the testing shows that the outer design and inner design have been retained. Nothing is stopping you from taking that ride with your loved ones. Wait, are you by chance a person that pays attention to the sound your car emits? Who doesn't? You don't want your car giving really funny sounds while driving, and this car gives a booming sound that's just right. It goes voom, voom, voom! A quick one. What does Alexander the Great and Winnie the Pooh have in common? I mean, you know both of them, yeah? Oh, please, don't think too deep trying to see their similarities because all they have in common is the same middle name, the. Imagine, someone saying the is my name. I won't miss the opportunity to say the did it. The model generally has a 7-speed automatic transmission, and I don't think the model we are expecting would be an exception. I feel I love this because we all know that stuff about automatic cars being really easy to drive, but further, what the transmission grants you is efficient fuel economy, comfort, and quick shifting of gears while driving. By the way, we should commend the car because it has low gas emissions. That's what I call actively saving Mother Earth. Let me state that the car has side exhaust pipes. It ensures there's no restricted airflow to the car's engine and shifts the weight of the car forward. Really, what this does is greater car performance in terms of acceleration. I saved the best for last. It's speed and engine. The car uses a 4-liter V8 engine that easily produces 416 horsepower. The engine also produces a torque of 450 pound-feet. We don't know if the 2022 G-Class has tricks up its sleeves in relation to the speed and engine, but the one that the model currently has is excellent. Still on sleeves, where does the Army General keep his armies? Think, think, think! Where else? Definitely in his sleeves. I should state that my right plug has stated that you should expect the new model to come with underbody protection, mud flaps, roof rack, rear ladder, and metal bumpers. Oh, the portal axles and fender flares were retained. I have your best interests at heart, and that's why I'm telling you that there is a tradition of few units of the car being made. Be prepared like a scout, and don't slack the moment you hear a car is launched. If you really want this car, a little moment of losing guard can deprive you of having it. So be really prepared, as it is how you become an owner. So what do you think? Are you pumped for the new model 2022 would usher in? I am. That would be all about the SUV, and I hope to see you another time. One more joke for the road? I am all for it. So, what is the best name to call a bee that can't make up its mind? A maybe! Don't be a maybe. Decide if you want the SUV now.